Hi all, it's Emily Rand from ESPN Esports, and I'm joined by Mad Lions mid laner Humanoid after their unfortunate loss to Supermassive. So first of all, Humanoid, thank you so much for joining me after such a tough loss. How did you approach the match for Supermassive today?
So I think we mostly just wanted to play for scaling late game because we didn't really have much success playing for early game in the earlier parts of the tournament. So that was mostly our approach.
When we look at a lot of the play-in teams, they actually tend to be teams that are at least trying to play for some more scaling comps or just generally slower teams. Did you expect that from what you saw in scrims, or was it a surprise that most teams, not just yourselves, were playing towards more scaling comps?
It was pretty surprising because I think the meta in scrims was really different and there was a lot more aggression. But I think the playing teams, everyone is just really scared to do anything. So the meta ends up just being scale for late game. I'm not sure if the meta will be the same in the group stage where there's a lot of like way better teams at snowballing. But for sure in the playing stage it was way different than scrims.
So this is your second trip to Worlds. In comparing this trip to last year, what do you think Mad Lions' biggest opportunity areas were in your struggles in the group stage and then in the loss today?
Uh, Wait, can you repeat the question? I don't really
Yeah,
understand it.
no worries. So in comparing, like last year, you were in a really close best of five, right, with Slice,
Yeah.
And you guys ended up winning that like really narrowly to advance to the main event group stage. This year, the Mad Lions, which is a completely different team, obviously, but you guys struggled a lot in groups, and then in the recent loss. What do you think the biggest opportunity area for this team specifically is? Like, what can you all improve on the most from this loss?
Well, I think we can improve on staying consistent throughout the whole year because I think we played like 10 times worse in the past like 2 months. Starting with the Rogue series, from then we just played really bad and honestly like we deserve to lose here. And yeah, even if we somehow manage to win, I think we might lose tomorrow. You know, we would not get it far because we are just really bad. So yeah, but I think at the start of the year, like for most of the year, we were actually pretty good, but then for some reason it all went downhill.
One of the things I noticed from your games earlier in the year and then towards like mid to late LEC split this year is that you did shift to having more of like a mid and late game focus. Was that intentional or was it more of a meta decision?
I think it was both. One thing is the meta, and the second thing, if you are a bad team, then it is easier to play scaling than it is to play early game. And I think we were like really struggling to play early game, so we just kind of have to play for late game because it's just you just wait for the enemy to make a mistake instead of like actually forcing a play on your own, and that is way easier to play.
Looking at the rest of the play-in stage, a lot of people, because of LGD, because of Mad Lions, have been looking at this event and thinking, the top minor region teams have improved to the point where they are as good as like the mid to like a slightly upper tier of major region teams. Do you agree with that assessment?
Well, I think they are definitely way stronger than the previous years, and they are better than us. But I don't think they are better than the other teams from EU. I think we are just really boosted, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
How strong do you think Supermassive are? Like, who do you think wins in the Supermassive Unicorns of Love matchup?
I think that matchup will be close, but I would give it to Supermassive. I think they are overall a better team.
Okay. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm really sorry about the loss and hope that you guys can continue to improve in the future. And for more Worlds coverage, keep it here on ESPN Esports.